Hey there again, folks. Welcome back to the really long walk. And let's start off in a boat again. Yeah, this is I wasn't super worried about it when I was recording last time, but I got to thinking about it earlier. Well, we've got 33 wool. That's how many? 11 beds? Plus we've got, so it's 13 beds. Let's hope we we finally. I don't know why there's so much freaking water in this one. Since we came back, the only change is I updated it to 1.6. But yeah, I don't know why it's suddenly a lot of water now. Because there was, like, the first episode when I came back, there was a good bit of land for a while. And now it's suddenly water. Weird. I don't understand it. But hopefully we're not going to have to go down into the depths and hunt for spiders. We've got plenty of food, thankfully. Plus I'd be getting zombie flesh, I'm sure. So it wouldn't be so bad. But let's definitely make sure to shear any sheep we see on any islands until we get onto some proper land. And I might need to start remembering to, or not remember, but I might need to start having a second stack of wool. Okay, I've got wood. Wood is easier to find than wool. Because you can also just cave until you find a mine shaft and just farm up a bunch of wood that way. But yeah, hopefully we're gonna hit proper land soon. Because I'm getting a little worried. Yeah. I am sorry, but you are not proper land. But yeah, I was originally, I've been a bit under the weather this weekend a little bit, and I've been sleeping just that great the past week or so. I've mentioned, that my mom, she can't see too well, or hardly at all, really, and um, I feel guilty, if I don't sleep good at night. I feel guilty sleeping in my bed, so I sleep in so I sometimes sleep in a recliner, and if I do that in the daytime, and it's kind of what I've done mostly the past couple of days or so. That way, if I'm, that way I'm sleep in the daytime, as I'm getting some sleep. Uh, she can just be like, hey, hey, wake up. I need something. Okay, to nothing. Might not hurt to get a little bit of coal. Why not? No reason not to. Okay. That was just a little bit. But yeah, that's kind of what I've been. That's kind of been the situation the past couple of days, and yeah, just haven't been sleeping just too well. No specific reason. I just haven't been. But yeah, it does kind of doing that does make me have some pretty low energy moments, and so yeah, I was like, what, tonight I'm just not gonna record. And then I was like, I want to record. So yeah, what better time to do it than in the thing where I am responsible for all of the entertainment value. I mean, I mean, maybe you guys really enjoy looking at the Minecraft world and listening to the Minecraft music. Maybe that is the true entertainment, and I'm deterring you from enjoying it. I could make that assumption. Should I not interrupt? That is really loud in my ears. Oh, hit F1. I keep forgetting that, if you switch versions of Minecraft, it does that. I remember that being annoying in this version, I think 1.7 also. So, yeah. Yeah, I played Minecraft Bingo since the last episode. I played that last night. Yeah, it was last night. I don't know why I keep saying times when I record these. I don't ever put these out the day that they come out. It's more or less for myself, trying to remember when I do things. So, the music's still a little distracting. So yeah, yeah, that's something that I don't think that problem exists in the current version anymore. But yeah, if you switch versions, it does that sometimes. So anyway, we'll talk about. Well, one thing that's been keeping me occupied and interested some this weekend. I did something that I haven't done in quite a while. Now I mentioned. Now, I have mentioned a guy named Kurt J. Mack before, especially in relation to this series because, he started a series back in, I think, 2011, maybe 2010, probably 2011, back in the beta version of Minecraft, where these things called the Farlands existed back then, where once you get out to a certain distance, which I think is 12 million blocks, a bit past 12 million, the world goes really weird. And so they were labeled the Farlands, and so I don't think when he decided to go search for them, he knew the distance. Cause I don't know if he would have started if he knew how far he'd have to go. But yeah, so that's kind of where I adapted this idea from. But anyway, yeah, and yeah, he's been doing it for 700 episodes, which is pretty crazy. It's over 700 by this point. But I was not close to land when I hopped out of that boat. Weird. But anyway, yeah, I found him because of a Minecraft server that I used to watch a lot of, called the Minecraft server, which I'm sure I've mentioned at some point. Yeah, I've definitely mentioned them at various points. I think I played. Yeah, I know I did some videos from the Play Minecraft server when that was a thing. It was a public server. Let me get back on the boat. Boat, come back here. Gotta sneak up on it. Damn it, got it. So yeah, I've definitely mentioned them in the past. But so back when I was first getting into YouTube, that was a lot of what I watched is, on the Minecraft server, and then on like their extra stuff, especially Kurt and the guy who founded the server, Good, and Milby, and but I don't even know why. I just kind of got distracted. I think part of it was that I just kind of lost track of or not lost track, but lost interest in watching Minecraft videos, which is kind of why I quit watching like the goings on of the server, which definitely got me, to not watching uh, a lot of their content, and then just kind of, I think I was getting a little bit out of watching Let's Plays. I know I was still doing YouTube. I did YouTube until, I mean, obviously I'm still doing YouTube. I never officially quit. I never turned in my 2 weeks notice, but I was obviously still doing YouTube when I stopped watching them. So I was still Let's Playing and enjoying it. But I don't know why. I guess I just got distracted, maybe. But yeah. So it was kind of weird, because I've been out of the loop for quite a while. And it's kind of, obviously I wasn't involved. I didn't say very much in chat while watching the marathon, but it felt a little awkward. I'm like, and slightly guilty, like I should know more, because it was pretty interesting. Like I'm like, yeah, I still know these people. They still behave, how I remember them behaving, but it was also weird because there was, new things that they had done, and they would mention, and new people that I had no clue about, or people I had only, heard little bits about, but, after my watching them, or after my not watching them, oh my word, stupid folks. I'm glad they fixed that eventually. It'll be a while before I'm able to enjoy that fix. But yeah, it was, some of the names I had heard or seen pictures of from Twitter back when I was somewhat keeping track of Twitter. Yeah, I don't keep track of Twitter nowadays, really. I think I keep it up, to make sure nobody messages me, or I kind of like to see when somebody follows me, or whatever, or if somebody tweets something at me. They don't really ever do that much, but just in case, I'm curious. But what am I doing? Boats, that's right. I left my crafting table on that other island, didn't I? Yay me. Yeah, there was a lot of new faces there. Like I said, that I hadn't seen, and it was kind of like, okay, I see names, I see faces. Will they connect them? Will somebody look at somebody and be like, what's happening to the frame rates? Yeah, that's not what I was hoping they would say. I was hoping they'd be like, you are so and so, for those viewers who do not know, which would be me. Because yeah, I definitely know I didn't watch it last year, the marathon they did, and I may have not watched it year before last. I may have, I may not have. But yeah, it was interesting, and like I said, a little, even not actually being involved, I felt awkward. Like I said, I feel like I should have known more. So yeah, but it was a cool feeling because of I'm like, yeah, I can still enjoy these people, these YouTubers, that was such a that, well, I feel weird saying that they were a big foundation on how my channel started, sort of, or how my channel evolved. Not really started, but evolved, because because I'm doing this, which like I've said before. Hopefully, I, I feel moderately guilty because I'm doing something that um because I don't want to be a copycat, but hopefully I put my own twist to it because I do feel good having a good reason to just talk. I know when regular Minecraft series, like from the Obsidian Gate. If I was caving, it would be terrible trying to just come up with something. I'd be like, yeah, then I'd like to, ooh, do, do, do. Okay, and then okay, back on the story. Where was I? Oh, zombie, zombie, zombie. Blah, blah, blah. But I don't really get those sorts of distractions in this one. I mean, I still do because I'm easily distracted. It's really terrible, but it's not as bad. So I'm actually able to get more words shoved out from between my teeth now. Uh, and I mean, this is even before I started watching, uh, uh, Minecraft or Kurt. This was still kind of what I did. I mean, I remember back in my first series, I think, I was like, I want to find a village. So I spent like 2 or 3 hours walking far enough to find a village. I think it was like 8,000 blocks out. So this is these are the things I do in Minecraft. Either build farms or I just travel for no real true reason. So um, hopefully the getting to see the changes and stuff in Minecraft uh, is enough of a twist on this. Plus, I don't have to. It is a thing where I'm not going to be seeing the Farlands. It'll be, if I ever get out to 12 million, I just be like, boop, right on. um, ooh, are we finally going to get a proper landmass? Maybe. Any sheep here? Maybe. Okay, I don't think it's going to be a proper landmass. Oh yeah, doing a drive-by is dangerous in this version. I'm not going to... Ooh, some more land. That seems like a good sign. See, I'm so badly easily distracted. Even in this series, very few distractions. I still find a way. But anyway, yeah, and then the Obsidian Gate server, that started because of my buddy Chris, aka Tonic, aka Bang Bang Potato, as he's better known as these days. We kind of reconnected. I had worked with him for many years. Well, not many years, like 6 years, 6 or 7 years at that point. Was it that long? I think it was. Yeah, probably about that long. Yeah, definitely that long. But maybe not with. We had known each other for that amount of time because some of that time he had went to. He was a manager and he went to another store to manage, and so yeah. So I can't exactly say work with, but known, been friendly with. But anyway, so I had mentioned YouTube to Minecraft and stuff like that. And he decided to give it a try one day, and I was like, whoa, and he was asking stuff about about YouTube and how to do it and stuff like that, and he was definitely interested, as you know. That story is kind of spoiled already, as it should be, because you should definitely be subscribed to him if you're not. He definitely does definitely does better content than this. The thumbnail also that you see in these real long walk videos, he did way back when. Uh, Come on now, boat, boat. Me and you. Oh my word, boat, 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 boat. Oh my word. Let's go make another boat. Oh really? This is lovely. But yeah, he decided he wanted to try YouTube as well. So I was like, well, hey, if you're gonna do YouTube, then we need to actually. I know what tool to use with that. If we're both gonna do YouTube, we should do it. Multiplayer, and then we were like, well, hey, how about we start a server? And so, of course, the only server that I had seen, we were both want to do YouTube from it. So the only server I had seen was the Minecraft server. So, you know, um, that's kind of what I based my wants of that on. And I am actually pretty happy with how it turned out. My growth, didn't happen too much, not too big of a spurt, but uh, I am happy that it gave people like Biz and Mac and Chris, uh, aka Bang Bang Potato. I've known him. I knew him in real life first. So I always call him Chris, uh, which I know that isn't the name that a lot of other people would remember or would come to mind first. But so I'm glad that a lot of it was a kind of a springboard for that. I mean, there was Danny Boy way back when too. I don't think he does YouTube anymore, but yeah, and it was a lot of that was thanks to spare time. He had a lot of connections, so we used those, and you know, he was like, "Yeah, I'll assemble like the Avengers. It'll be like the Avengers, only I'm not sure who I would be. I'd be, you know, I'd probably be the guy in the background when the console explodes. Be like, but anyway, I am glad of that. So again, I'm glad I was able to give and the friendships, too. Obviously, while I've been a bit of a hermit these last kind of a lot of 2 years, you know, and of course, that's even before that, I have my hermit moments where I'm like, you know what, you guys probably won't see me for a while. uh, where I'm more like, yeah, I'm more interested in single player games. But even, I'm definitely glad that I've gotten to be friends with them, and even more so, I'm glad that I've connected people that would not have been connected otherwise. Like you know, like I know, yeah. I don't want to speak for other people, but I know that there's definitely some good friendships, that's happened because of the server. So I'm glad that I was able to have some part in that, and that was, like I said, that was large part of the from my experience of the Minecraft server, so yeah. And so yeah, that was the yeah. Um, and I'm definitely glad that it went beyond Minecraft too. that there's been, that that we've played more than one game, as a group. Whether that be Gary's Mod or Mount Your Friends or uh, Fortnite or what's that other one? PUBG, which I'm probably never gonna play again. I regret my purchase on that one. But yeah, I'm glad that I'm glad it went beyond just Minecraft too. Um, but anyway, and then yeah, I would not have ever probably tried out visual novels. It hadn't been because of a guy named Milby who was on the server, uh, on the Minecraft server, because he had done one that was really funny. He's very good at voices. I learned early on. Nope, don't even try. Don't even try them. I think I only have one voice, and that is Edith's Bunker. Shrill and painful to everyone, including myself. So I just decided, no, don't do it. It's like Edith's Bunker, worse off. I think I did that in one episode, and one guy was like, no, please don't do that. For one thing, you will hurt yourself. Also, I don't think he said you're hurting others, but I think that's what he was thinking too. But anyway, want to try those out, and those have been incredibly fun to do. I wouldn't even thought of visual novels if not for that. Now I had one that was called Ever 17, The Out of Infinity, and was the first visual novel I did, and that was early. That was within the first year of YouTube that I was doing YouTube. I think maybe just 6 or 7 months into it, I think, and that was my first long ass Let's Play. That thing lasted 125 episodes. It would not end. Well, it ended, but there was like 7 different endings. That sheesh. But yeah, if you want something to watch, that if you've never seen Ever 17 Out of Infinity, Ever 17, The Out of Infinity, is that the name of it? I think that is the name of it. There's 3 games in the series, and they've all got infinity in the name. They do with time travel. But if you want something that'll last a long time, watch those. Stardew Valley was the longest series that could end. This will be my longest series ever, but at some point. But that one was, yeah. Stardew Valley, those episodes were capped at like 20 minutes. I did some 40-minute videos, fairly common, on that game. That was a game that actually got me a webcam, made me get a webcam. But yeah, I would not have done that if it hadn't been for Milby. Gist of the story. So, hadn't been for Milby in that server. So yeah, those were the early shapings of my YouTube. Which, yeah, they're still pretty, runs through pretty well now. I don't even remember what got me started on point and click adventures. Actually, I don't remember what got me on. Maybe Deponia. Think about Deponia cheap and try it. I was like, oh, dude. And then it took me 3 tries to actually play it on YouTube because I just couldn't. I don't know. Didn't feel like it's doing it service, but then I eventually felt like I was good enough to do it a small amount of service. So then I just kind of, yeah, I think I just kind of gradually did that. So there was really no influence there, I don't think. Unless I'm getting senile. I probably am. But, wait, did I do the Lost Crown before I did Deponia? Can't remember. I should probably title this Shook tries to remember things he shouldn't have trouble remembering. um, but anyway, so yeah, that definitely shaped the early goings of my channel. And oh, I hit caps lock. Oops, my 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 pinky's going to sleep. Oop, get in the bed. It is kind of going to sleep some. Kind of had it resting on the desk awkwardly. But yeah, yeah, that was it was interesting. Like I said, being able to see that, yes, I'm still able to enjoy that. Still able to enjoy. I mean, I didn't watch a lot of it. Maybe they did it for 48 hours, and I'm actually in the middle of watching these. They did 2 UHCs. If you don't know what UHCs are, it stands for ultra hardcore. And the Minecraft guys were the ones who invented it. It's basically the original battle royale. It's like so many players spread out on a Minecraft map. They have to, then they have to go and, uh, gather resources and then they have to fight each other. And the last person standing wins. But they did like different things, like different teams. And the thing that makes it unique is that whenever you take damage, you don't heal it naturally. It doesn't regen naturally. You have to eat golden apples in order to do that. And I love that mode. That's how I've like whenever I played Minecraft single player, and it was on UHC mode for most of the first season of the Obsidian Gate. Yeah, that's definitely the most fun way to play Minecraft. I think it makes it really tense, not like in a bad way. Just it makes you like you have to remain vigilant. Which I guess is good for me because as you can see, oftentimes it's hard for me to do that. Should I see somebody about if I have ADHD? I've actually wondered that a few times. Probably not. I'd probably just get very easily distracted and not able to talk very. Yeah, is the way to say it. But yeah, like I was saying before I got distracted. Yeah, it's definitely the most fun way to play Minecraft, I think, in my opinion. And yeah, it makes it good. It makes for good watching too, because something like just keeping food on your bar, fighting a zombie or two. Well, that could screw you over. One zombie can screw you over, from winning the thing, And the way they did it was, was pretty good too. Where I guess they still do it. And like I said, I haven't kept up with them for the last couple years, but basically everybody records their own point of view, and they release it in 20-minute chunks, and and everybody does the episodes at the same time, releases them at the same time, at the same interval, so you can never watch ahead. So you don't know who's going to win until everybody uploads the last one. Of course, there's people who will die, and so their videos, their season win. But it's very interesting. That was probably my favorite thing about watching them. And well, they do a thing on the whenever they do these marathons, they've done it since the first one. I've watched most of the first. Did they do it in the first? I think they did. The first charity marathon. I think this is the fourth or fifth one they've done. The one I just watched part of. Yeah, I can't remember if they did it the first year, but I know for sure they did it the second year. But yeah, where they do it for charity, and people can actually donate, to give people items, and it'd be a little unfair, but still pretty entertaining, people died pretty hilariously, like this one ended, when it got down to 3 people left, 2 people on one team and 1 person, by themselves, it was like, well, that guy's outnumbered, and it ended very hilariously, the first one. They did 2 because if they reached a certain amount of money, they were going to hold a second one, which I'm in the middle of watching right now. I'm obviously not watching it right now, but it's paused in the background, and I will watch it after a while. Finish watching more of it after a while. But yeah, the guy one of the 2 guys turned around to shoot the guy chasing him, and shot over his shoulder and killed his teammate. And that was pretty funny. That is the thing I like about those 2 is they're tense, but they can have very funny turnarounds. It can be like really ridiculous turns of events. And so yeah, that was funny. But yeah, I watched a bit of it, maybe about 6 or 7, 8 hours of it overall over 48 hours. I was wanting to watch this. I was going to watch the second one while it was live, but I conked out in the recliner and missed it. So, oh well. Like I said, I'm watching it. I'm watching the VOD right now on Twitch. So, yeah. But yeah, it was cool. So I'm not. I know I'm not gonna watch the Minecraft stuff. Definitely not right now. It's making me want to, maybe delve a little bit more into them again. I know I'm not gonna watch the Minecraft stuff because I know I will be really, really confused and annoying, And for once, I don't think I'm going to backtrack. Because when I was watching them before, I backtracked on a lot and was like, watched a lot of their earlier videos, but now I don't have the time or the interest to really want to do it. I mean, I technically have the time, but I don't want to spend the time doing it, Now, I know I would be entertained, but I also want to continue doing these videos, And it's hard to... I wasn't shaking my head. I was just looking around. I was realizing I hadn't really looked around in a while. So there's probably like... I passed by probably like 50 million islands with sheep on them, Yeah. It's hard to watch a lot of videos if you... if you want to continue putting out content. And so yeah. And of course, there's content that I've already been used to watching. So yeah. And I am a little bit more into stuff, like on Netflix. Stuff like that, TV shows now than I was, because back then I was like, whatever. And I think that's probably now that I'm really thinking about it, probably was what made me not watch nearly as much YouTube, because I mean, I've watched a lot of stuff on Netflix in the last 2-3 years. So that's probably what did it. Wanting to watch more television related stuff. But it has got me thinking, um, where to dive back in, so probably not their Minecraft stuff. Okay, we'll go over here and sleep, and I think I'll go ahead and end the episode. And it is kind of sad that that I can't go back or that I probably won't go back, because then I'm like, there's a lot of good moments that happen and stuff that I'm sure I've missed. So yeah. But I think for my own sanity, probably shouldn't backtrack too much. Maybe individual series, like if I saw that somebody played a game that I really enjoyed, so like Doki Doki Literature Club, I'd be like, okay, I'd watch them play that, or Portal, or maybe a classic game. Oh, let's get over here by my boat. A classic game like that, that I really like, that has good humor. I'd probably watch that. If they had done that in the last 2 years. But yeah. Okay, I was actually able to talk about that for an extended amount of time. I was not sure if I'd be able to talk about such a topic for a while, but which is good, because I had another idea for something to talk about. I can't remember what it was. So good. I'm glad that worked out. Crap, now it's going to bug me. What was I going to talk about? Before we do anything, let's look how far we came. Oh, wow. These, the water has definitely had me going a lot of distance. That's for sure. We're almost at 1.4 million blocks from spawn. Wow. I think I've traveled over 60,000 blocks in these last 2 or 3 episodes. 3 or 4 episodes, I should say. I think it's been 4, right? Yeah, 4. Man. It's crazy. Hey, sweet, an apple. We'll eat that in the next episode. Or we won't, because I have not been needing to eat, because I've been, because I've been in a boat so much. I'll eat it at some point in the future. But anyway, that is going to be it for today. I do sincerely hope you all enjoyed. And I'll see you in the next episode. Later, folks.